It's worth the price of admission alone just to see that race. But here's our first quarterfinal. We have Minnesota from the AIN. We have Bain and Funk, the two Germans, and then Aya Novak from Slovenia in the green. Ricarda Funk is there in the red bib. Look at her. She looks like she means business. That is Elsa Minnesova from the AIN. She will go in the yellow bib. Next to her, looking very focused, is Nellie Bain. Look at that. She is like just staring at the water, hoping the water's going to stare back at her. Whoever blinks first, I think. That's Nellie Bain from Germany. Ricarda Funk, she's finding something amusing up there. She's trying hard not to laugh. I think that's a nervous look from Ricarda Funk. And then Aya Novak from Slovenia in the green. As we wait for the starter to let them go, they'll plunge down into the water. Here we go. We are underway, and a big fast start again for Ricarda Funk, the 2020 Olympic kayak champion. She's got away to a fast start again, so it is Funk in front. Into second place goes Novak, and Funk and Novak go to the same side of the course, and it looks like Novak maybe slipped underneath Ricarda Funk. Minnesova's got some real problems, and Nellie Bain now moves into third. So it's a race in two at the front. It's Novak and Funk. Funk and Novak. Novak clearly in the lead. So what will Funk do? Will she go to the same side of the course when they get to the next upstream gate? They now do a compulsory roll. Very important they get that done inside the roll zone. Both look to be okay there. Now they come down to the last upstream gate. They're wisely going to opposite sides of the course, staying out of each other's way. And that is a very, very satisfactory result for Novak and Funk. Big move early on, Ali, from Aya Novak to get under Ricarda Funk and to put herself in the lead. But a comfortable race for those two paddlers.
Yeah, definitely. That was, I think, kind of showed the experience that Ricarda Funk has to see where, you know, she's been overtaken by Ada, but only on that first upstream gate, and then just staying on her tail and choosing to choose the opposite upstream at the bottom. It actually means that she's got a very relaxed time. She only needs to go through in the top two to get to that next round, and she's done that with ease. So I think that'll be pretty nice and one to have under the belt. Easy quarterfinal for Ada and Ricarda. Ricarda, you can see at the top there, had a real struggle off the top ramp, so she's done really well to recover in that first upstream.
Well, she certainly, but I tell you what, her German teammate Nellie Bain, she almost flipped over, it looked like, off the start. So that really was a difficult entry into the water for the German Nellie Bain. And in fact, she has also attracted a fault on gate 4. Not that it matters, but no problems at all there for Ada Novak and Ricarda Funk. They are both through, and they've had, Ricarda Funk especially has had two pretty easy races so far, so she'll be very happy that she hasn't really had to extend herself as she moves through to the semi-final stage.
I guess part of what the athletes are looking for is going to be they're deciding the best route that they're taking. They're deciding which upstreams to take, whether that's up left or up right on both of the upstream options. But they'll also maybe be reacting to what's going on in the run and deciding whether they're going to change their plan, whether they're going to take on a battle, or actually it's better to just go to your own up and potentially have it to yourself, but have the risk of someone coming down on top of you and sneaking on that inside line. I think you just know, as you said, I made a mistake this morning there as to who's got through, but you just know having someone with the caliber of Noemi Fox getting a fault and being pushed out of the quarterfinals. Actually, really anything can happen. Is there anyone you've got your eye on to take the win here today for the women's?
Yeah, I mean, Kimberly Woods is such a fierce competitor, and she always is challenging for the podium. And of course, she had a podium in Paris last year. But the good oil that Maxime Botex, our co-commentator, gave early on is that the French apparently have been doing a lot of training with the kayak cross, and we've seen the French coming through in force already. So I'm expecting that the French will be up there challenging as well. But I mean, Kimberly Woods, I mean, she's been your teammate for a long, long time. You know how competitive she is, Ayla. She's always very, very focused.